Salute, Ray Leon Rivera. Salute, Brad Hauser. Books, the God, salute. Pink Sugar, salute. Don Peters, salute. King Silent, salute. King Manolo, salute. Gabe Rodriguez, salute. Iraq, salute. Hazardous JBX, salute. Naga Tucker, salute. Hasliz, salute. Carmelo Santiago, salute. Rob 2G, salute. DJ Chase Blaze, salute. Rio Stretch Money, what's poppin'? Merrick in the building. Bloody Miss, DGB, NYB, salute. Oh, now I'm going. Manny, Mr. Brown, 5'9", salute. Seth Hill, salute. Money Miles, salute. King T, salute. Ladybug, salute. Derek Rabati, salute. Dallas from Uptown, salute. King Manolo, salute. John Jones, Pilato, salute. Najee Tucker, salute. DJ Chase Blaze, salute. O'Neal Perez, John Ruiz, salute. Savage Escobar. I got you. Angel Crispin, salute. We 100, salute. William Silver, what's poppin', boy? 1738 Poppy, salute. Derek Rabati, salute. Yeah, more or less, man. I usually don't come on at this time, but I gotta address something. Salute, Robert Smith. I definitely gotta address something because I see it. So before I see it, and then later on be like, damn, I saw it, and I didn't try to prevent it. I'd rather I see it, so I'd rather speak about it now. First of all, shout out Mel Cross. I just finished talking with Mel Cross. Salute Mel Cross. Shout out Killer Kev. I also just was talking with Killer Kev. Know what I'm saying? Salute Killer Kev. But I wanted to bring something to the attention of the people, man. Because, you know, sometimes you got to look at things in order to really understand them. And when I say look at things, I don't mean glance at it. I mean really analyze it. For example, when you go to court and they charge you with a charge, they have to prove some type of intent. You can't just charge somebody and there's no intent. You got to have some type of intent behind what they're accusing you of. Punch that like button on your way in. You know what I'm saying? They always got to prove intent. So I'm gonna start off by saying this. Yesterday we was talking about a video that has gone viral. And I'm talking about the video with the dude with the tank top on, talking that stuff that he was saying. Now, why did that video go viral? You ever think about that? Why did that video go viral? And I'm not talking about the individual. I'm talking about the agenda behind it. You know what I'm saying? The agenda behind it. You see, this is how it goes, man. Since we came on this internet, and I'm talking about me, Cross, Kev, CK, we opened the doors for a lot of people to be heard from different perspectives. And you know, they see us on here and they see yo, like, yo, they got the media attention, they got everything. And I'm not talking about any other gangs either. I'm not referring to another gang. I'm referring to deeper than that. I'm referring deeper than that. You see, the way it is there's two things that we got to be aware of. Big Mex, shout out Big Mex. It went viral to start a controversy. That is such a fact. You see, when we out here, we're not committing crimes. We're not out there robbing nobody. We're not out there assaulting anybody. We're no threat to the community because we're trying to give back to the community. And the way we give back to the community is we speak about our past, stuff that there's no statute of limitations on. Meaning, can't nobody come up here and talk about something that's open or still under investigation, because then that'd be basically you snitching. But if you talk about something from like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, even if it was past 7 years ago, the statute of limitations is up. Can't nobody get in trouble for it. So now, okay, so we can't get them that way. So how about if we start a controversy and while they sitting in their house, the controversy is stirring in the streets, we're going to blame them for it. We're going to say that they instigated the situation, and they're going to take clips from everybody's podcast, and they're going to try to use it as an ongoing conspiracy. That's a fact, Bay 8th, unless it's murder. Murder's the only thing that ain't got a statute of limitations. See, the way you got to look at it is you got to look at it for what is the agenda? There's got to be an agenda behind the things that people do. People don't just do something for no reason. As far as the video is concerned, the video was hilarious. But now, after you laugh, then you got to say, hold up. I got that video 5 times sent to my DM. 5 times. Why they keep sending the video to my DM? Because they know more than likely I'm going to address it. You see what I'm saying? They know more than likely I'm going to address it. So what happens is that when they see somebody address it, they want to start old wounds. They want to stir old drama. You You see what I'm saying? They want to stir old drama so that later on they could come and say, yo, them guys is the ones. Look at the things that they were saying and the things that they was talking about. They were the influence behind why these people are out here doing this, that, and the third to each other. That's a fact, Bay 8th. I'm smarter than them, though, Bay 8th. Because I learned how to think just like them. Demons is not clown shit. Because this is getting deeper and deeper. See, I think past the gate. I think all the way in the future. And this is how you stop. This is how you stop it from being able to evolve. They say to kill a poison, you got to kill the maker of his poison before he stirs the poison. So you got to address it. You can't let it go by. A lot of people would love for it to not be addressed so that later on they can be like, yo, they taking all them dudes down because dudes is out here wilding out and they saying that the OGs is starting all that on both sides. Because that's what's going to happen. Dudes are going to get snatched up and then they're going to try to make it a big conspiracy. This is why I address this. I know the law. I studied it for over 20 years. Facts, Iraq. That's a fact. This is why you'll have some people be like, yo, dudes is on some positive stuff. Yeah, that's a fact. That's what we do. We change. And we change for the better. We don't continue on with the same thing. The only people that say stuff like that are the dudes that they didn't even do nothing. They wasn't putting in no work. They wasn't getting their feet wet. So they still got a lot of room in them because they ain't never did nothing. They box is empty. And a lot of them be Vicks. They be victims. Dudes that either cut them, stabbed them, punched them, knocked them, herbed them, did them dirty. So they have animosity. And on top of that, they working with the police. Because you may not think you ain't working with the police, but you is working with the police. Because the police quest is to snatch dudes that have some type of a power and shut them up. Because that power is dangerous. It's happened throughout history. It happened with the Puerto Rican revolutionary dudes that was in down LES and them. It happened with the Black Panthers in California, the Black Liberation Army, and so on and so on and so on. Do the history. Do the history. They say diseases are man-made. A disease don't come from nowhere. It came from a creation. Young Lords. That's a fact, Iraq. Young Lords. That's them right there. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look beyond the gate. Don't just stand there at the gate and look through the holes. You got to climb over that gate, land on the other side and look like, hold up. Wait a minute. That's when you start doing that. Wait a minute. Because that's what they do. They don't want to see me up here helping people with the law, helping people get jobs. that defies their definition of who we are. Demelo Rob Des. That defies the definition of who they would like people to think we are. So that's the reason you got to be wise and see things for what it is. I had a long conversation with Mel Cross today. Good conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling him, I said, yo, this here is devised on purpose. It's devised because of the attention people get and the power that they have and the potential of that power if in one day injustice is served. They don't want people to be like, yo, when we go to jail and we're in there and they violate, we going at their head. They don't want people thinking like that. They want people thinking like when we go over there inside that prison and they violate our rights, we just got to take it. What? Got it twisted. So what they do is they use the ammunition that they have in order to create shots. And the shots that I'm talking about is they made that video go viral. I did the numbers yesterday on that video. The dude don't got not even 2,000 followers. But it has 83, probably 87,000 views. And although a lot of people exposed that dude, that knew him, because I got it in my DM. A lot of people talk about what happened with him in Collins or whatever that jail was. So I know the history on the individual too, from his own people. This is his own people. Because I mix with everybody. Kings, Crips, Bloods, Muslims, 5%ers. I mess with everybody. I said that yesterday and I'll say it again today. I mess with everybody and I give props what props is due. That's what a man does. A man don't, because he hate another person because of what he represents, of who he is, he's going to deny him his props that he has earned. No, that man gets his props. That man gets his respect. If it's a dude that don't deserve no props and shouldn't get no respect, he ain't getting it. Because at the end of the day, when you come up here in your front, somebody's gonna blow your spot up. You wasn't in this block. You ain't do this. You ain't do that. Blah 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 blah. Gotti's grandson props. That's a fact. Gotti's grandson was with me personally. Every day we met up and we went to work. That's my man. And the man kept it tall, official. But that's how the Gotti family is. That family is official. I don't know all of them personally. I met some of them when I was a kid, and then me and the grandson, we got tight. But I know that family is straight up top, 100% solid. Can't nobody say nothing about that family right there. So I'll give them their props. Doesn't matter if they mafia or not mafia, if they whatever color, I don't care about none of that. See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you gotta look at the intention of certain things. You see, the same way trolls are starting stuff, every troll is the police. Every troll has an intent, and the intent is disruption. And disruption is for what? Because they see success. When they see success, they want to disrupt. Yeah, there's some real white boys up top. Patty Irish. I could name a few white boys that was getting busy up top. Not that dude Tales from the Pen. No, not him. But there was white boys that were popping. That they was getting busy. Bobby Fingers. I could go on and keep talking about these dudes. I was locked up with them, so I know. That's right. Nobody wants the truth. Salute Sophie B from New England. From England, actually, right? England? Oh, England, yeah. Salute. Shout out to England. You know, you got to be aware of intentions, because when it's like when you get arrested, they can't charge you with assault if they can't prove the intent. There's no such thing as just assault. Assault got to either be done with intent to cause serious physical injury. He causes physical injury by means of a weapon or deadly instrument. With intent to cause serious physical injury, he recklessly causes injury by means of a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. Within by depraved indifference, he causes serious physical injury. It has to have a mental state and intent with it, because there's no such thing as just a regular charge. Shout out Nitroactive. I see you, baby boy. So when they see, for example, it's like I was telling Mel Cross, when they see brothers that have so much energy that at times they be fighting with each other, they get it confused. They be like, all right, here's our chance to throw wood in the fire. Because see, they got so much energy that if we give them an enemy, then they're going to come back together again. And then they're going to go at that enemy, and we get to get rid of all of them. The takeover. That's how it goes. That's the same way when you locked up. You locked up, you blow a dude up. Automatically, y'all get a separation. Somebody mentioned the situation with Blue Boy and Larry Davis. I know Blue Boy because me and Blue Boy did box time together. I know of Larry Davis, but when they first had beef, I was there in Comstock when they both went at it and they was throwing the Frank at each other. Now watch this. Automatically, they already knew both of them dudes' repertoire, so they gave him a separation. Blue Boy ain't never landed in jail with Larry Davis. His whole bid after that Comstock incident when they was on the gate, police already knew if they would have bumped, they was going to pop off on each other. So all this time, they kept them separated. And then when Larry Davis is about to go home, when he's short to go home, all of a sudden, they land in the same jail. They land in the same spot. And then they go at it. And during the struggle, when they was fighting, Larry Davis got cut in the back of his leg. And they didn't rush him to the infirmary. They let him down there to bleed. Blue Boy ends up with a body. See, you got to be aware of these things. Just like when the trolls come in here and the trolls start talking stuff that is irrelevant, it's either irrelevant or they're working and they see that you're disrupting their plan. So they get tight and they troll like hell and they write stupid comments and they say things so that you can answer them and then they can create more. They want to disrupt the process of people being successful during unified thinking. That's right, Pistol Game. Same thing with Blue Boy and Jimmy Lee. They can't be in the same jail either. They don't put them in the same jail. See, so my thing is that the war that people be trying to look at like it's stirring, that war been over. That's a wrap. That war was over back in like 99, 98. Finito. That war been over. Dudes are trying to revive skeletons. Man, that war been over, man. We both ride the 5. That's a fact. It's 20 years later. Fact. So when dudes be coming on here and saying they instigating the situation, shut up. The war's over. Go cook some beans and rice or something, man. Go do something better. Shut the hell up with that. That shit is old news. Because at the end of the day, the question that you want to ask is not to me or anybody else. You want to ask the questions to the people that come out with these videos. No one is going to start controversy because they're not truthful. Knowing that they putting that video up for a certain agenda and you're not seeing past it. You're still stuck on, I'm this, he's this. They saying he's telling a lie. They violate what I represent. No, that's not true. Because if one of mine's lies, I'm going to check him. If one of mine's lies, I'm going to check him. If y'all seen me do it already. So when dudes be coming on here on that troll stuff, or when they be sending videos to my phone, to my DM on Instagram, and then I see the stuff that they sent to they sent one to Mel Cross. I saw one they sent to they were sending stuff to KK in his inbox. All of that has an agenda. I don't see the plate just only for the food on top of it. I want to know who's serving me that food and what is their intentions. That's what I want to know. Because at the end of the day, when the mayor says that crime is down, crime is down. But sometimes it be the same powers that be that need to stir stuff up to campaign for better causes. And we be the topic of the topic of the subject. So I do this for what? I do this to make sure that nobody gets caught up in the trap. I expose it. I expose it because at the end of the day, if you don't expose it and you just sit back and let it play out, you're going to regret it later on because you didn't expose it. You're going to regret it later on when you're either in a jail cell, facing crazy time, and people get hurt. And they try to blame it on you. Facts, Ray Leon Rivera, 721. Crime is down because dudes ain't doing the wild stuff of the 90s. This ain't the 90s. You saw what happened with Tekashi and them. They was on their 90s stuff, and look what happened. And the thing about it is that they let them rock for a while. See what they did? They let them rock for a while. Cause how long you think that idiot was working for, that Chris dude, whatever his name is? How long you think he was working for? Think he was working for a month? He was working for a minute. They might have been things that they could have stopped, and they didn't stop it because they had to let it flow. They got to build their case. Yeah. So you got to be aware of these things, man. You know what I'm saying? You always got to look at things for what they are. You got to look at things for what they are. So no, there is nobody going to stir no old drama again. It's not happening. That's over. If somebody wants to stir it on their own, be my guest. But there's something called, I'm going to show you what it's called. I'll show you what it's called right now. Check this out. The name of it is called entrapment. For those of y'all that don't know what entrapment is, I'm gonna break it down. Entrapment is a defense to criminal charges and is based on interaction between police officers or agents and the defendant prior to or during the alleged crime. A typical entrapment scenario arises when law enforcement officers use coercion and other overbearing tactics to induce someone to commit a crime. Did y'all hear this? Did y'all hear what this said? So, Lucy, did y'all hear this? Almighty DTR. I'm going to say it again. Entrapment. Entrapment is a defense to criminal charges, and it's based on interaction between police officers and agents and the defendant prior to or during the alleged crime. A typical entrapment scenario arises when law enforcement officers use coercion and other overbearing tactics to induce someone to commit a crime. This is why sometimes if I get a call or a text message and it's some funny, I throw that page right up on there so they can get it in their inbox. I'm giving you warning that I know you're trying to elicit incriminating responses from me. And once I warn you and let you know, you have to stop. If you don't stop and you continue, then I got all rights to use entrapment against you. Because I warned you and let you know that I know. So always remember that you gotta look beyond the gate. You gotta look beyond the gate. Omicron says so. Basically, they didn't entrap Treyway, no involvement. They just let him rock to build a case, but it's still entrapment in a way. That's why that case could never go to the state. They got to go to where they can mingle and play around with the charges. Because if this dude is an informant and he's already letting them know about the acts that they are doing and about to commit, why do they have to wait till they commit those acts to take them down? So this is why I always say, I don't just look at things for face value. I look at things for more than what it seems. I seek more than what they show. I seek to look under the skirt. I want to see what's under there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be watching. I'll be watching. And the reason I watch is because I like to analyze. Yup, they knew all about that shit and let it happen. Entrapment. Richard Ortiz. Facts. Church Avdon. Yeah. It's better to get a job. I agree with that. I work. Mel Cross works. CK works. Everybody work. You see what I'm saying? But that's not good. Because even while we're working and we're doing good, we're showing people that even though you represent something, you can do good. And they don't want that message. A lot of times they don't want that message out there like that. They want it to be where dudes that represent gangs or whatever, that they're bad. They're bad because their unification is not a unification that's amongst them. It's amongst themselves. Bay 8th, they got you on a wide track planning a murder. The person gets killed. Shouldn't they have tried to stop it? Facts. Facts. Because if they let that person kill that dude, that's entrapment. And I saw the thing about if the dudes are undercover, he has to reveal his source. He's supposed to. Supposed to. But it's true. They train a lot. They not a lot of times they're not gonna blow their own spot up. Shout out Known Lord, BXPK Kings. You know, you gotta see these things for why they happen. 49ers Gate Life, got the life. Yeah. See, what I tell the kids is like this, man. I tell them, yo, it's not hard to find a job, but if you feel it's hard to find a job, hit me up. I'll do the research for you and show you how to get it. I'm not gonna chastise you because you don't got a job. I'm not gonna give you how you say, I'm not gonna downplay you because you don't got a job. I'm gonna help you get one. Like how many people I could, if I could show my DM, I would show it, but in my DM alone, I don't got maybe since the last time I did the job thing, I don't got like maybe 7 heads, 8 heads already going to take tests for OSHA. I got a list of about 20 people that's going to the job fairs. So I'm doing my part. When I speak about my situations in the past, I'm talking about survival. I'm talking about, coping mechanisms. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they probably don't know what was going on in there. So it's only right that we speak about the things that was going on so people will know the truth. So people are aware. Because there might be a young dude that's watching that is going to be the next governor or the next mayor or maybe even the next president. We don't know. But if he has education and he knows certain things, then he could become a better thinking. a better thinker. And he might be able to really help us in the position that he's in. It's a difference how we was in that age, New York. Because we come from an age and time that was more ruthless than it is now. Now it's not it was more ruthless physically. Now it's more ruthless mentally. A lot of people ain't gonna kill you with their fists or guns, or that still happens. It's never gonna change. But more people are gonna kill you with their brain. That's how they gonna kill you, with their brain. So you always gotta be on point to that. You always gotta be on point to what are people's intentions when they do things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way I look at it. I was seeing that video, it kept coming up, and I'm like, yo, why they keep sending me that video? But then other dudes are saying that they got it. It went viral for a reason. And the reason it went viral was to stir up old wounds. That's why it went viral. Because they see people being successful. They see people gaining attention. They see people being able to help people in different ways that they can't. And they don't want people hitting people with the real. They want people to be fake and tell people to sit down with their hands on their knees when they in school, to eat their apples and lettuce, and to skip the Maloo to school. And that ain't real. That's not life. That's bull crap. That ain't real. That don't coincide with where we come from. Facts. Tony Starks, back in the day, you had to be respected to hustle on the corner. Your 12-year-old sister could rock on the corner now. That's a fact. It's different now. It's not the same. But it shows you that they're not finished. Because in order to have complete control, you got to have 100% control of your infrastructure, the inside. And they still don't really have control over the infrastructure on the inside. But the infrastructure on the inside, when it's chaotic, it's still lucrative. Because it puts people in jails. The jails make money. It puts people in coffins. The funerals make money. It takes people away that can show someone how to be a strong-minded individual. And it leaves the ones that show you how to be a weak-minded individual. All those things are things that people need to be aware of. Because those are the things that count. What counts in life is the things that elevate you. But wherever there's elevation, there's a hater. Wherever there's elevation, there's a hater. And he's there because your elevation has caused a presence that takes away from him being seen by anybody, and he's already in the dirt. You see what I'm saying? So this is why you always got to be aware of the reason why people do things. Try to start up these beefs. Hey, yo, they up there talking all this positive stuff. So you get one clown to go up there and on his live and talk about why people on positive stuff, why people talking about being Martin Luther King or some crazy stuff I've been hearing clowns say on the internet. And I say to myself, you sound so stupid. Because what you telling us is you working with the police. You telling us that you working with them. Because if people are trying to change and do better for the community and trying to bring about a positive identity towards the things that they do, why would you criticize people when they trying to talk positive and trying to help? Because you're part of the problem too. Just like the people up there, they want to snatch everybody up. You're a clown just like them. But at the end of the day, a clown gets outsmarted because he take things as a joke until it becomes serious when he gets exposed. When you take the paint off, when the horn don't click no more on the nose, now you see. Yeah, I know they want to disrupt the flow, but they ain't. Because right now, what I'm doing is I'm showing that I'm not going to fall for the entrapment. And I'm showing that my goals and intentions here is to make sure that we good. Make sure that the youth don't get lied to. Make sure that the youth are not thinking that this is the 90s, that they know that this is 2020, that they know that there's a lot of opportunities out there and that they should take those opportunities and take heed to those opportunities. Like I said before, you got 24 hours in one day. If you take 8 hours and you make it lucrative, you still got the other 16 to play with. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. I'm a big numbers guy. I look at numbers. The numbers don't lie. That's why when I saw a video where a person that doesn't barely got 1,000, he got 1,000 and some change, but the video goes 83,000. And then yesterday I saw in the chat a whole bunch of stuff, which I'm about to speak about the chat in a second. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I said, hold up. You know what? I'm gonna spoil their plan. I'm gonna spoil their whole plan. I'm gonna make them say, man, this dude here, he's a pest. This dude sees everything, man. We can't do nothing on the low because he's gonna expose it. If we troll, he chases us around. He subscribes to us. If we on the internet telling lies, he blows us up. Facts, Hector Montavo. Numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So I do the numbers with everything because I look at odds. And it's like everything got pros and cons. So I look at what the pros and cons are. And I outweigh the pros and cons. Irish Patty, mom. Egotism is the anesthesia that dulls the pain of stupidity. But I can't even say it's egotism either, Irish Patty. It's just people that have pure hate and don't want to see good things happen. That's what it boils down to. People that have hatred because they are unsuccessful, because they've been bashed, because they have no control. They're the ones that want to see the trials and tribulations, because it takes the attention away from them looking in the mirror and saying, I'm a loser. That's what they say. When they look in the mirror, they say, I'm a loser. Facts, King Eric. That dude only made one video. That's crazy. He went viral. People going to giving too much energy to that, like hot coal needs wood to burn. Yeah, King Manolo, that's a fact. That is a fact. And at the end of the day, his own people hit me in my DM. I said yesterday, and I say it loud and clear, I mess with everybody. I mess with everybody. But the fact that it went viral was because it was meant to stir up old wounds. It was meant to stir up old wounds, man. Create controversy. And then have dudes getting blamed for stuff that they don't have control of. Because once you do that, your control is lost. Instead of saying, this side hold a gun and this side hold a gun, I'm saying, this side give this side that. And they march. That's what I'm saying. Not this and this. I'm saying this. And the reason I'm saying that, because we already did this. We already did this. We did all that already. That's old news. And the potential was there to always do it. Well, who wants to do that? I can tell you who wants us to do that. The same ones that you see be hating. The same ones that you see. And then the ones that you don't see. Facts, William Silver. Jesse sold MLK Martin Luther King out. I'm not even going to go into that because I read all about that one there. I'm not even messing with that. Yeah, Gato Life, but I'm not referring to him. I'm not referring to him. I'm referring to the viralness of the video and the whole intent of that video. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pulling the skirt. Don Papi, dímelo. That's what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, you got to watch what these dudes do. Divide and conquer. North side. Woo. See, it doesn't matter who was rocking beads or none of that. Because at the end of the day, that's been said, done, and it's over. That's over with. It's over with. If dudes got yapped or whatever happened, that is over with. Because, for example, if I go to war with if I go to war with whoever, right, and I lose, I can't preach to my people to win when I lost. Junior's towing, I appreciate you, yo. Salute, bro. Shout out to Junior's towing. It makes no sense. I gotta hold that loss down, man, and just eat that. Because at the end of the day, my animosity is gonna cause those younger than me to get hurt. That's when you know you gotta hold that down. Because the youth is gonna feel your animosity. And they're gonna feel it as on them to avenge for your loss. No, you gotta hold that loss down. The same way everybody else does. And that's it. And everybody goes their own way. We're talking about 20-something years later. You gotta always look at the intent in certain things and why these things come about. Facts, VOE, stretch money. You gotta look at these things, man. This is why these things happen. They happen for a reason. A lot of people, like sometimes, I'll be like, I don't like to put too much on my plate and think of so many things in one time. I can't think like that. Because I like to focus. I like to focus on that one thing, because if I give it enough focus, that one thing can't bite me or can't do nothing to harm me. Or that error can't harm me because I didn't see it. So the reason I called this, titled this "Behold the Pale Horse," because I see the conspiracy. I see the conspiracy. Same way he was talking about because I read that book by William Cooper. You always got to be attentive of things and give it more thought than you might think it deserves. Because if you don't, then in the end, you're going to be kicking yourself in the, you know what I'm saying? Saying, man, why didn't I think about this? Yo, that slipped right by me. Yo, I didn't pay too much attention to it. It slipped by me. It slipped by me. Yo, it's my word. I wasn't even thinking like that. And it's too late. There's a lot of people like that incarcerated that say, yo, man, you know what? I didn't think about it like that. I should have thought about it like that for what it was. Bad decisions. Bad decisions. You heard that? Those bad decisions comes from what? You're not focusing on something. You're just giving it my new thought. Salute his institute. I read all them books. Behold the Pale Horse, The Adepts, The New World Order. I think I got them all in the same package when I got them books, and I read them all. So before I see something and later on kick myself in the behind because I saw it and didn't act upon it, I'm acting upon it now. I'm letting it be known that no one's on here to start any wars, to resurrect any old beefs, none of that. When we speak about what we speak about, is because to live our life, the lives that we lived, to be able to have gone through what we've gone through and survive, that's a story. That's a story to tell. No, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about some dude named Mother Deer or some bird named Pissy Black. I'm not talking about no birds. I'm talking about my experience. You're 100% correct, John Woo. 100% correct. You hear that? Oh, that's from there. Oh. You see what I'm saying? So it's this is what I do. I studied the law, and the reason I studied the law was so that they can't get over on me. You know, and because if you know the law, you make them work 10 times harder. And a lot of times, if you ain't worth that amount of resources and money, they ain't messing with you. They rather mess with an ignorant person where they're gonna make money from. Messing with me, they're gonna lose money. But nobody cares. Mother Deer wasn't feared. If Mother Deer was feared, he wouldn't got killed. He got killed. Mother Deer got killed. Pissy Black got killed. These dudes is dead. That's what happens when you think that the fear factor is going to take you far. It doesn't take you far. It takes that one person that says, what? It takes that one person to say, what, man? I don't care about this big dude. Wop, 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 wop. You out of here. A scared man is a dangerous man, but a scared man is predictable. A man with heart is going to say, it's going to be more calculative. A scared man is going to do something because he feels he has no choice and he's going to do it at random. A person that's not scared is going to calculate how he's going to do it because he knows that he's going to win because he has a plan. I don't know, John Woo. That's crazy. But that's a fact, though. The fact of the matter is, fear don't get you nowhere. Ambition, determination, heart, that's what gets you somewhere. A quarterback on the football field, you're looking at it like it's a sport. But I'm going to tell you right now, that quarterback got to have a lot of heart to stand on that field and still calculate who he can throw the ball to, knowing that one slip and somebody going to smash him down to the ground. That soldier that's across seas out there, whether in the Middle East or wherever they at, are brave women and men. when they out there defending this country because of whatever this country done started or got into, they out there, they don't know if the next day they're going to live, but they know that they're going to try to stay alive another day. They're not going to hide nowhere and get killed. They'd rather go out fighting. That's a fact. Eric Cosme, the system ain't the same. Wildcat snitches are living better than real ones. Yeah. Yeah, they is. So you know what? Let them come back and let them commit the crimes. We don't gotta commit the crimes. We throw it right back in their face. Right? You want to let these rats out here that done caught bodies, that done committed other crimes. You want to let them out here because they helped you put somebody in jail. So what we gonna do? We gonna get jobs. We gonna leave it to those same people that you let out because they told somebody else. Let them commit the crimes. Because that's what they gonna do. They don't weasel their way out of a situation so that they can have another chance at doing what they was trying to do before. How about that? How about that? Statistically, if you look at it, majority of the rats that they send back out into society come back. They come back with more crimes. They go out to do more crimes. They just weasel their way out of that situation so they can have another shot at it. That's what they're doing. A salute to John Gotti Jr. He spoke about this. I saw his interview when he spoke about that. Because they let his rat out and he went out there and committed crimes and came back through again. And he's back out again. That's a fact, Eric Cosme. That's why niggas couldn't live in 1B. You had to be ready to catch a new one. 95% of people in 1B caught new jail cases. Yeah, I did. And they try to use it against me to turn my lights out. I fought that for about a year and some change. That's right, Reyno Vargas. That's what they did. The system got theirs, and they got theirs. The system got whoever they wanted to convict, and he got another shot at it. But statistically, the average between regular people and the rats that they let out, those rats come out and commit crimes again. They come out and commit crimes again. Just to get one dude. Zebra never changed his stripes. Woo. Mm. I heard John Gotti Jr. rat. No, he not. No, that is not true. That man ain't never told on nobody. I appreciate you, David Williams. Jermaine Moore, facts. Like I said, man, let us be more aware and less intrigued. Remember that? Somebody hit me on the DM. They said they're gonna get that tattooed on their back. But that's how life should be. Let us be more aware and less intrigued. Don't be intrigued by what people say and in the way that they say it. Figure out why they saying it and why they saying it the way that they saying it. That's what you gotta look at. Because when you look at the pot, it's not about the food you see. It's the ingredients that they cooked it with. T history, exactly. That's a 2-for-1 knowing the got a rat by the balls plus 9 out of 10. He's coming back. Yeah, they come back. They come back more than a lot of dudes that come home. A lot of these dudes been out here for a while. CK been out here for a minute. KK been out here for a minute. You know what they saying? Man, we gotta get him somehow. He's starting to get attention. He's starting to be too looked at upon, too powerful. We're not gonna do that semi-levy because I got love for London. We ain't gonna be up in here. That's what I'm talking about. That type of stuff. We don't do that. No, I like to make people aware of things so that they're less intrigued by the things they hear and the things that people say. You know, I always want to make sure that at the end of the day, it ain't only me doing the right thing, it's us doing the right thing. Sometimes if live live from the 718, sometimes if you're too intrigued, you can't be aware of anything because you're intrigued by the situation. You could be intrigued by somebody that says that he put in mad work, but you ain't aware that he's lying because you're intrigued by his hand movement. You're intrigued by his look. You're intrigued by his size, but you ain't aware that he ass. So you gotta watch that. I seen it happen. I seen it happen mad time. The dude would have the corn braids or whatever, and he'll have that talk and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I was putting in that work. Yo, you should have seen. Yo, dude to tell you about me. Yo, dude to tell, yo, I'm that dude. Dude to tell you about me. I'm that dude. But guess what? He practiced that in the mirror. Not only did he practice that in the mirror, but he practiced that with dudes that's gonna go for that. And it gave him more confidence to continue on to do that. And now he just stuck in his own mind thinking that what he's acting is true. He made himself believe that. That's the reason why there's a difference between a goon and a gangster. A goon has no direction. He just jumps into anything so that people would appreciate him and look at him with some love and respect. But he ain't got no loyalty to nobody. Salute also Bosley. That's a goon. A gangster is a person that he plays his cards. He's more calculative. He thinks about things. He knows, nah, I'm not messing with that over there. That's not worth it. Nah, I'm not doing that over there because that's not me. A goon's gonna say, yo, you got beef with him? Yo, I got you, bro. Don't even know him from a hole in the wall. That's like you got dudes in the feds that they from New York, but New York wasn't pumping with them, wasn't messing with them at all. So they riding with other states. You riding with another state because the New York dudes ain't giving you no props, ain't respecting you. Salute Nitro Active. I appreciate you, Nitro Active. Touchdown. And these things are serious, bro. Because these are the people that have some type of influence on people until you expose them, till you blow up their spot. These are the dudes that, these are the, and yo, Brad, Big Mex is good, Brad. Big Mex ain't, he ain't saying nothing bad. He just saying, what he's saying in Spanish is that a snake is always going to crawl within the grass until it's his time to bite. That's what he said. See what I'm saying? So, um, my whole thing on that is that you got to be aware of these things, yo. You got to be aware of the whole plan. Why you think? Why you think I spent years? I spent about 7 years with the youngins. Now they all grown up. Some of them is 29, some of them is like 27. They all grown up. I was with them. And we spent summers together, winters, bugging out. And those same youngins, when I was locked up, held me down my whole bit. I see you, John Jones. I mean, I call my people to the Spartans. That's a fact, Judas Towing. I was out with them, clubbing, all that, bugging out, and they call me every day. But I gotta, I got a life too, so I can't be on the phone all day. I got a life too, you know what I'm saying? But I be kicking it with my peoples. They be hitting me up. Scully be hitting me up all the way from Jamaica. Little Curtis be hitting me up from Jamaica. I be kicking it with people all over the place. Maple Zero from Canada, Jamaica, Canada, England, all over the place. I'll be kicking it with people. From the young bloods, I learned that they had a lot of misdirection, and I corrected that misdirection by action. I didn't just tell them things like, yo, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Shout out London. I didn't do that. What I did was I showed them certain situations. They was arguing with each other. I'd be like, yo, hold up, man. Everybody separate for a second. Yo, you all arguing with him about what? Okay, is it that serious? If it's that serious, we go to Modell, we buy 2 pairs of gloves, and we put y'all in there. You know what I'm saying? And whoever loses, gonna buy the other person a meal. If you lose, you're gonna take him to Marisco Central. If you lose, you're gonna take him to wherever, Roost Crisp. I'm gonna make it expensive. So it comes out your pocket and you know that I ain't doing that. I had to buy him a steak that costs a damn near $1. Mm. Facts. Salute the UK. I mess with the UK hard body. Yeah, that's what I used to do. There was sometimes, man, they used to call me, and it's like April. Yo, you want to go to the beach? To the beach? It's cold. It's still cold. So what? Let's drink and go in the water. I bet. Let's go. Where you at? Come get me. Yo, we going to the club tonight. You coming? We gonna scoop you up. All right, come on. Come get me. We in there. Yeah, I wish I was there. Equal justice. I wouldn't let that happen. But CK did put a lot of stop to that over there. Cause see, when CK was out here, CK had to go through trials and tribulations to do that too. So shout out CK for that. You know what I'm saying? So we all play a part in the evolution of unity and love. Hate is easy. It's easy to hate somebody and want to tear they, you know what I'm saying? But it's harder to love because sometimes you got to put your pride to the side to love. So everybody gonna judge you like Jay Breezy Five Borough, my dude. What's up? What's popping? Yeah. So that's why I spend mix. And to this day, I got some youngers I be hollering because first of all, I'm not old. I'm the baby out of everybody. I'm the youngest one. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's what I was doing when I was young. I was following with the older dudes. Everything good, Jay Breezy. I was just hollering about this intention that people have to try to start all wars up by by that video going viral. Facts, Nitro Active. So I want to just make sure that everybody is aware, man. Be more aware, less intrigued, man. That's crazy. That slogan there has gone viral. Hit my DM, Jamelin Star Gilliard. Hit my DM on Instagram. WILDKAT 555. All right. All right, Jay Breezy. That's a fact. Equal justice. You're gonna deal with PTSD because of the things that you go through. And I say this to a lot of sometimes I want to go into the what you call them things, the veteran places where they have the dudes that come home from the army and they put them in them. Oh, the vets. Yeah, the vets, like the veteran plate, the veteran hospitals and all that. Yeah. A lot of times I'll be wanting to go in there and kick it with them. You know why? Because we relate. But the cure to PTSD is to accept your past and move forward. Appreciate you, Big Max. Salute to you, bro. I read what you said. I know he didn't understand, but I read what you said, Big Max. Trust me, everything is good. Oh, he right there. He said it's bad. Everything is good, bro. Ain't nothing but love over here, you heard? Go slow, peace, bro. Oh, okay, got you. Send it to my DM, J Breezy. If you didn't just do it just now. Send it to my DM. Yeah, we can't pay that dude no mind, bro. Because I'm telling you like I'm telling you right now. You didn't see them other dudes when they was on Queen's Flip. They ain't say none of that. They actually spoke. They actually spoke. They were well spoken. And they weren't up there on no rah-rah stuff or none of that. They went up there and they spoke well spoken. That's honor. That dude is tight. So he gotta be tight because something happened to him. But it's a bigger picture beyond that. Can't remember when niggas was in the full building and we was hearing about who went up to Green and got 8, homie. Oh yeah, John Woo. Yeah, we knew about all that. So you know what happened. But this is a red state right now. And what I'm saying is simple, man. We gotta look beyond the walls. Don't get transfixed by the pictures they showing you. Figure out why they showing you those pictures. Facts, Ray Leon Rivera, 721. Nah, but his people got at me. I know all about him now. His own people got at me. Told me about him. I know John Jones, trust me. The Kings and the Bloods is good. That old stuff was from back then. Just like the Bloods and the Crips are good. Facts. Even though we're the majority in New York, we still give respect to the other ones that's there. We still show them love. Oh, I mess hard body with the Trinitarios. I'm Dominican. Those are my peoples. Where? He's in the chat, Brad Hauser? Hold up. Oh, he was on 23 and 1 on Booty Bandit topic. Yo, you know what's a shame about that 23 and 1 cat? It's a shame that 21 that 23 and 1 cat, he not even knowing who he's putting up there. He just putting dudes up there that's telling him a whole bunch of lies, and that's why I be wanting to watch his show. But every time I watch his show, it's like he's putting somebody up there that shouldn't even have a voice. Like he's putting some old lame dude up there that shouldn't even have a voice. Yeah, I know loyalty is everything. He shouldn't be putting on these dudes that shouldn't even have a voice, yo. These dudes, what did they do? What can they speak about the prison system? What can they say? They can't say nothing about the prison system if they was on the losing end. He should do a special. Losers of the prison system. And then he could put those dudes up there. They want to talk about all kinds of crazy nonsense that it got nothing to do with what this prison system really is in New York, how it was. Put those up there. Let them speak. Derek Rabati, the weakest dudes on lockdown 23-1. Like, I would support his channel if I would see him put some real dudes up there. But every time I look, and I'm talking about for New York, every time I look and he got a dude up there from New York, it's either a has-been, a nobody. Like, these dudes can't really tell you about the prison system because they were Vicks. Try putting somebody up there that was really doing it in the prison system, can really tell you how it was on Rikers Island, can really tell you how it was up north. Put them up there. I guarantee you his shit'll blow up. Give us them tails, pale horse title. Salute Hottie partner. You see what I'm saying? Put them up there. Why you putting these dudes, like, you're not doing the research on the dudes you putting up there? That's what you got to do. Like, every time I had somebody even call into my live, it had to be somebody real. So far, I only had two. I had Mario Machete from the Rat Hunters, and I had Killer Cab, the Billy. Both of them dudes was getting busy in the pen. You know their stories is authentic. So I'm not going to have somebody up here that's going to talk about, well, I don't like what they was doing, and they did this. You're a Vic, and you're talking about how you was victimized. Then you're mad, and you misguide the youth, and then the youth come and they be like, yo, man, I got to hold son down because they did him dirty. No, they don't. Because that's his loss, and he got that loss because he ain't step up. Why should you step up for him if he didn't step up for himself? That makes you a doja. It doesn't make you representing any nation at all. Because if I lose to Shane Mosley and I send someone else to go at Shane Mosley and Shane Mosley knocks him out, I'm worse than Shane Mosley. No disrespect to Shane Mosley. That's one of my favorite boxers. He got knocked out, and I sent him on a dummy mission because I can't correct my own wrong, and I'm trying to get him younger than me to go correct my wrong. What? Facts live from the 718. They wasn't 23-1. They never came out. That's what he needs. That's what he needs to know. You putting dudes up there, and the name of your show is 23-1. These dudes was 24. They wasn't coming out the cell. They wasn't in that yard because they couldn't go to that yard. Oh, the full building. Come on, the full building. The 90s in the full building was crazy. Crazy. You had free phones. Dudes getting killed over that phone. Houses had beef with other houses. And like I said yesterday, the adolescents was popping off from the adults. They had to take the adults and move them to the other side. Facts. Here's a fact. Even the MO houses was bugging out, popping off. Dudes was going to the MO house to get out the Bing. That's a fact. That's a fact. At one time, we had the Brooklyn and Bronx beef. Murder Mall 9. You was from the Bronx, they put you on the Brooklyn side, you got popped on. You was from the Bronx and you went on the Brooklyn side, you got popped on. It was after that died, that's when the gang thing came into effect. Even older homies said Wildcat SI was the most gangster adolescents on Rikers Island. It's a fact. Rest in peace, SI. I wish he never went out like that, man. I miss my boy. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make that clear, man. We always got to be aware of things. Another thing I wanted to make clear, I was watching the chat, so everybody was good money in the chat. People make mistakes, and I understand that. In the chat, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching the wrenches. The reason I'm watching the wrenches because I got it in my DM today. Some people was trying to get in, and they got hit. Bro, Wildcat knocked out Captain Bailey. That's a fact. I knocked him out. So to my wrenches, I just want y'all to know I watch my wrenches, even when they be on other podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I watch is because everything is a strategy on this internet. So I just not the wrenches that are here today, they good money. But anybody else I've gave a wrench to that's not here, I'm watching it. And when I see people do that, I'm taking them off. Because everybody's allowed in this chat. If they come in and they start talking crap, get rid of them right away. Not even time out. Hide them right away. Get out of here. But if they come in the chat and they ask a question, and the question is relevant question, let them be. Whoa. Yeah, but loyalty is everything. I'm watching all that. Because I got some good people as wrenches. You know what I'm saying? But I'm watching the wrenches too. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in diversity. I want white people, I want black, Spanish, Indian. I don't care. I want them all in here. Because when I speak to everybody. I speak to intelligent people. I speak to people that are trying to be intelligent. I speak to business people. I speak to people that's from the street. I speak to everybody. I don't isolate myself to one class of people. Versatility is a must in this world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? I love all people. I love all people, man. I'm not with separatism, diversity, and none of that. You know what I'm saying? So when people come in, like I said, if they come in on some troll, get rid of them right away. They don't even get timed out. They get kicked off the whole thing, period. Facts. Just get rid of them. Just get them out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, John Woo. That's a fact. When they went at it, I think Benji hit in the shower. Oh, Don Poppy. Triads. Nah, I was there with the Ghost Shadows. With the Ghost Shadows in them. As far as the bar exam, it's gonna take me a minute because what I'm doing is I'm trying to get my bachelor's and then get the bar exam. Go to the bar. Salute Oscar D. I see you. Yeah, loyalty is everything. Yeah, he hit in the shower. He had beef with son, and they went at it. It was early in the morning. It was calling for court. It was crazy because I'm adult at that time. They stood and kicked me out the full building. And after that, Papa John came out with his towel. Facts. After that, they let me out one time. I got to kick it with SI and Curtis and Fulo and them. And then they kicked me out the full building and sent me to HDM. Eric Cosme. I was with that old man in '89 on the island. He was wearing the same slippers and was a mean dope fiend. Yeah, but look what he got. So many views. You heard? He got mad views off of that. And on top of that, it's controversy because it creates more controversy. There's no beef between the Bloods and the Kings. That's over with. So that's why I see beyond the video was hilarious. It was funny. I said it yesterday. So I'm gonna leave with this, y'all, because I gotta go. I gotta get my cook on, and I gotta tend to my family real quick. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's be more aware of people's intentions, man, and let's not be part of the destruction. Let's be part of the solution. Being part of the solution means that we show love to each other, that we become more honorable people, and that we teach more people to be honorable. Pistol game, yo, I can cook, bro. Telling you. I don't like to brag, but what Dominican can't cook? He said Jack Mac. Nah, I cook steak, all that, bro. I'm telling you. If I start a restaurant, man, I'll kill him. If I start a restaurant, I will kill him. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm talking about as far as sales. For somebody takes that little clip and puts it on something else, says I want to kill somebody. Know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out in style, y'all. I just like the sound of it. One man house of pain. That's a fact. Me and Johnny Blaze was in there. Salute everybody, man.
I just like the sound. I just like the sound.